Good morning, interwebs. It's like 7:54-ish, I think. We just finished dinner a bit ago. We had tasty pot pie. I made it out of sausage, and we had a bag of frozen cauliflower, and then some leftover tomato soup from lunch. And then I made homemade biscuits with squash in them, and the leftover squash went in the rest of the other mix, and then we had that for dinner. It was super tasty. I also made some cookie bars with chocolate chips and butterscotch chips, and we had a few M&M chips left, so we put those in. Made those. Those are good. I'm just having a large mug of wassail right now. It's quite tasty. I'm looking around my office and deciding how I'm going to clean this mess up. Primarily, like this mess, because that's stressing me out, and that needs to go away. I have some videos I want to film. Both. I have a video I'd like to film and edit and get up tonight, but we'll see if that happens. And then stuff for while I'm on my trip. So that would be good, because it's really difficult to do videos that involve your stash when you are away from your stash. So I'm gonna try and pick up in here a little and then get going. Oh, I made a mitt today. See? A mitt. So I had been started on a sock that went with the first sock book I got, but I wasn't super, I don't know, I wasn't happy with it. I actually was quite happy with it. So happy I went to stick my hand in it just to check how I liked how it looked on a thing, and it fit perfectly on my hand, and I was like, oh, well, I'm going to make mitts out of this one then. So I finished it off with my own pattern to throw in a thumb, and then the top I made ribbing so that I can actually fold these down to make them fingerless mitts, but I can fold them up so they're long enough to cover my hands as well. So I think those will be good to throw in the pockets of my coat, because since they're fingering, yes, they won't be as warm, but they're actually wool. That will help, and they are thin enough they won't take up a whole lot of room. So they'll be like my extra pair in my pockets. We'll see. But that was exciting to get done. So now I'm going to putter in here for a bit. Hopefully film something. And then we'll see what the rest of the evening brings. I don't know. I'm kind of annoyed right now, so we'll see if I get less annoyed. Oh, you never know. Okay, off to organize the things. Well, it is just a scoonch before 3, and I'm headed to bed. Tonight, I worked on my watch sweater. Excuse me, Jezebel. And I finished the back of it. So here's the back. I'm happy with that. And I started working on the other front. So I have one front done already. So once this is done, and there's a little bit of a connectory bit down the middle, then it's just like a neck ribbing and some bottom ribbing, and then the whole sweater's done. So I haven't decided whether I'm going to bring that with me on my trip. I really like it done because I'd really like to wear it. I had it sitting on my lap for a little while this evening, and it was so cozy. But I recognize that I won't need clothes that are as cozy while I'm on my trip. Which, by the way, I leave at midnight between Monday and Tuesday. So midnight Tuesday morning. So, yeah, I was telling the kids tonight, 2 more sleeps. I'm not a parent who counts things in sleeps. I know lots of people are. If that's your thing, that's delightful, but it's not my thing. But it came up in conversation that way tonight. And then, I was mentioning it to Steve earlier, and he was like, yeah, but in your world, it's 3 or 4 sleeps. I'm like, yeah, well, they're just not as long as sleeps. And we hope it's a minimum of 2 with the kids. My non-nappers. Anyways, I cleaned up in here, filmed some things, got it up, did a bit of stuff on the computer, and then it got cold. It is snowing again outside. Not a lot, but a noticeable amount. When I went and put wood on the last time, the steps were clearly covered in way more snow than they had been before. But I was having a really hard time getting my feet warm tonight, and I ended up sitting in my desk chair in front of the fire with my feet up off the ground, because there seemed to be a shift in wind at some point tonight that ground level in the house was just really cold. But if you got more than 12 inches up off the floor, it was fine. So I sat in my desk chair where I could tip back and put my feet up on another chair in front of the fire, and that was toasty. And up until just a few minutes ago, I had fallen asleep in that position waiting for the vlog to upload. It was nice. Now I'm going to go and take myself upstairs and put myself in my proper place in bed so that I can get some sleep. So tomorrow's going to be a busy day. I need to pack tomorrow. I've done 0 packing. I did, however, get my suitcases out from under my daughter's bed where they are stored. tonight. So they are out, and I could mentally start packing them, you know, Tetrising the things in my head. And then tomorrow I can start Tetrising them in real life. I don't think I'll have a problem. Basically, I just pack what I can pack, and I don't pack what I can't pack. And I have to keep reminding myself that I'm not going to need as much clothes there. Like, number one, I have access to a washing machine at my parents' house, so that's not a problem. But number two, it is just not cold there. I do think I'm going to actually have to take my heavy coat with me, though, which I didn't have to do last time I went in January. But my uncle's taking me to the train station at midnight, and it is just too cold here right now for me to go to the train station without my coat. Like, even for a short period of time, it is just way too cold. So I think I'm going to have to wear my heavy jacket out to California. Because last time I did this, it was warm enough that I didn't wear it. I just wore, like, a sweatshirt and a fleece. And Steve brought me my coat when he picked me up. But I don't think that's going to be a possibility this time, which, I mean, it's not a big deal. It's just one more thing to carry that's kind of big. But I figured maybe I can use that and not bring a blanket with me. Just bring my heavy coat and some shawls. Yeah, that might be how I even out the luggage situation on that. I don't know. I guess I'll figure that all out tomorrow. Okay, I'm going to go to bed, and I will see you all tomorrow. Nighty night.